2023, the year of the aftermarket. Why the weird title, you ask? Well, due to Japan's economic state getting worse by the month and more people touching grass, throughout the year you would have been hard pressed to find a new figure release not see a price drop in the aftermarket. You would see these prices drop everywhere. Yahoo Japan auctions, Surugaya, Mekari, Mandarake. Even Ami would have recently released items put up for sale. I mean look at Illustrious Maiden Lily's Radiance for example. She retailed at around 27,000 yen, and look at the sales prices. Look at the prices of it in the Japanese aftermarket. It's crazy. Pretty much the whole lineup of Alta Agilane figures saw significant drops in price. So, as a result of this trend, I took the initiative to drop a decent selection of my pre-orders in favor of saving some funds in the aftermarket. And this move has not let me down so far. Speaking of, what's this video about again? This video is a highlight of what happened with the pre-orders I made earlier in the year, which ones went through and which ones didn't stand the test of time. Hope you enjoy. I stuck with Baltimore. I originally ordered her via J-Figure but decided to move to Ami because the price was just a tad bit better. I lost my deposit unfortunately. Anyways, one of the few figures I released on its initial release period, so congrats to Alta. The figure itself is also top notch. Sadly I let her go. It was hard for me to justify my purchase besides nostalgia, even though I still do like it. Maybe in the future when I have more disposable income in space. But for now, I'll let her go as she's not a priority in my eyes. She was delayed from November 2022, so she's not really a new addition, but she did release in January, so I've added her. As I stated in my whole video, minimal shading, but an overall good figure. She originally wasn't in my plans, but as I attained her in the game and interacted more, I liked her enough to include her one figure in my room roster. And a fantastic figure it is. Amazing hair sculpt, which unfortunately had to be carried by support rods that weren't advertised, but not too big an issue really. Dropped. Same reason as Optimus. Nostalgia, and she's just not a big priority. Even though she gets things big, if you know what I'm saying. Delayed from October 2022. An awesome figure by Apex Toys. A dynamic figure with great painting, modeling, and shading. Now I wait for a perfect Irudu, Lukoa, and Elma figure to pair her with in the future. I cancelled Aqua. My thought process was, Season 3 is gonna produce some more figures, so I think I'll wait until they get announced before I decide. Similarly to her sister, Ryobi got delayed. But fortunately, Riona decided to take up her April slot and ended up releasing, so that was great. I'm preparing a full review for her, so stay tuned for that. I still really like this posable figure, but I think I'll hold off on buying it until I really feel like talking about it and owning it. I just have to prioritize my funds on the other figures. I initially wasn't a fan of how her face came out in the prototype, which made her a very low priority figure. I decided to seal the deal and drop the pre-order for her ultimately. I'll be honest and say he was more a completionist figure. What I mean by this is he is a figure I was only getting to fully complete my potential Persona 5 figure collection. I haven't even started it to this day, but when I do, is going to be the characters I'm really fond of. Unless I happen to find myself a warehouse-sized home or something, you know. One month delay, but she came out as beautiful as I expected to be. I'll be making a review of this figure, but what's important is her packages and posterior cheeks are in full view. Managed to order her. I'll showcase her in my upcoming haul video, but just to let you know, she's awesome and is a stunner from many angles. She released this month, and I kept my order of her because I love her along with the Senran Kagura series as a whole. Just like Ryobi, I'll make a dedicated review for her in the new year, which is this year. Fiona released. I bought her, and I'll talk about her in the near future. I think she's beautiful, but she was never a high priority. And after spending a decent amount on Fiona, I just thought, I'd rather get something that I know I'd severely miss if I didn't buy it. So she was removed from the pre-orders. Dropped. Not a big priority compared to other figures this year. I do still quite like it, and she came out lovely seeing user photos online. In future, I'll definitely get her with Figurine when she eventually releases. So I was fully on board for this figure, but this just happened to be painted, and this happened to be announced within the year. Both feature Iridu in her first appearance attire, and nothing beats the character wearing the vanilla outfits for me. So I cancelled my original Iridu pre-order. As for which one of these two I'd go for, probably Wave's one. I do think Raibos' Iridu is comically awesome with the whole melons grab thing, but she's a 1/6 scale, which wouldn't go well with my 1/7 Toru figure. Wave's one will be a 1/7 scale, so I'll be eagerly awaiting that one whenever it comes out. Dropped. This year a whole bunch of Asanagi figures got announced, and frankly, this one, despite ending up really beautiful based on YouTube photos, just didn't stun me compared to the recent announcements. So off my order list she goes. I had to make cuts to my June spending anyways, so I cancelled my order as I'm not too familiar with the artist and it's a bit simple for the price, although it is cast off. Asuna surprisingly moved up from August to July. I kept the order as just look at her. Jokes aside, big fan of Blue Archive, especially the clearing and cleaning crew. I also intend to get the crew in their vanilla attire in the future, but for now, the bunnies shall be mine. Not a priority, but I do still like it, and will look for it again once their counterpart releases. I just have to budget for the month, you know. I like it, but I postponed the Persona 5 shelf as I figured I could wait. Famous last words for its price skyrockets. Delayed from June all the way to August. I kept this order because, I mean, how could I not? I love this shape and this skin of hers is just fantastic. This is the first figure by Brilliant Journey, so hopefully they did a good job. I'll let you know once I present her. I kept my order, and she arrived in the house safe and sound. She was an interesting order, and I'll elaborate what I mean by that in my next haul video. My first Elf Village figure. I went service parcel as I usually do, but took a bit extra time as there were a few hiccups with the initial delivery attempt. Regardless, she arrived and can cross her off the list. Kept my order. Older sister was never being dropped. Especially of this skin, no way. Sora Nani Iro's Luna surprisingly moved up from November to September. I still kept the order, and she was shipped along with Raida, mentioned earlier. The anxious maid ship released finally after being delayed from March. Maid girls are to die for, as I've said in the past, and Dido is such a cutie, so I had to keep her. Released, but I haven't ordered her yet. I'll be pairing her with a figure I'll talk about later. As much as I love this doujin, I wasn't 100% on the figure. And I don't know if I want to spend so much on a figure I'm not 100% into. It's the pose that did it for me. It's quite unique. They replicated the original art well, but even with the art, that pose is awkward. There was a new announcement for another Yukino figure, and it's a figure I'm very into. Let's see how the development plays out. She released, but I haven't ordered her yet. I'm still debating on if I'm getting her right now. I still very much like it, but how much do I like it compared to some other figures I'll be getting? I'm giving myself some time to decide. She's released, but I don't have her. I ordered via Amazon, but Amazon told me their supplier can't tell them when they will have more in stock. I don't know what to do. Should I just wait it out or get it elsewhere? Well, waiting it out isn't an option anymore, as Amazon JP cancelled on me. Thanks, Amazon. I'll be sure to pre-order from your store again in future. At least I got 300 yen for the inconvenience. What? Money's money. Bought and is currently stored in my CN warehouse, waiting for another figure I'll let you know about soon. Lost interest? Not enough to convince me to keep my order, especially for the price. Large melons can only take me so far. No cast of ability and no extra parts. No add-ons either. Priority went down a lot, but I still think she's pretty attractive. She and Shuten are the two FGO characters I'm aware of. I've only played the visual novel and not the gacha game, so these two would be the exceptions to my no buying characters from unfamiliar IPs figure buying rule. Just when I was reconsidering my order, I was charged, so that wasn't happening, as I ordered directly from the Good Smile Company in Japan, and they're very strict on cancellations. Also, I'm making her in her vanilla outfit. I'm all about vanilla outfits. Enough said. one of Mataro's least nude art pieces. I was considering getting it, however the plans kinda changed. Yeah, I don't know, just no priority. Javelin is out. Javelin is a babe. I'm just waiting for HPY to get her in stock so I can pair her with Takao and ship them together. She has released and is beautiful from the photos. However, I ordered her from CN and the delivery costs... I'll be getting her from auctions. And since I haven't bought Isa yet, I'll do so and pair them together to reduce shipping costs. Delayed to December, but she's been delayed again. Regardless, I've dropped the order. In the previous video, I mentioned debating between the Alter one and the Wonderful Works one, and I've decided to go for the Alter one. I just think the cheeky look she's expressing is way more exciting than the other. Plus, it's Alter. Build quality and paint work is going to be superior for sure. Dropped. I still think this series is cool, however the asking price for no cast-off features nor any extra items just turned me off. And besides that, it's just not too much of a priority. Like, I can see there's a lot of detail in the outfits and everything, but yeah, just not too big a priority for me. Maybe in the future I'll purchase it, but not at the moment. This, I had to drop it. I kept this order simply because I was convincing myself that I liked the ship girl on her own more than the base combination of the special edition. But that was a lie. I really like the special edition, and not being able to get it still hurts. But I've moved on. And I've cancelled my order for the regular version. I'll be looking forward to Alter's A gear. I do hope someone in future makes a third skin into a figure. I love that one the most. My most anticipated figure of 2023. Delayed. She's slated for February now. Nothing I can do. And that's it. Overall, I failed to get so many figures. I dropped a lot of them. What's the point of me telling you this? To kind of show you that life comes at you. As figure collectors, we can show interest in figure A, B, and C at the start of the year, but whether it's for budget reasons, loss of interest, a botched final product, or delays, the plans don't always come to fruition. Hell, I say these lists rarely get met. But it's fun. It's fun to express why you like something and why you'd want to buy it. And with that, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like and subscribe if you want to see more. See